Okay, so we are up to Archangel Michael. Yes, we've moved out of the Greeks. Yay! And I'm doing these in order in the way they came into me. So I don't know what reason they just came in this way. Now, another one, very popular one, is good old Archangel Michael. Now, carrying on from Aphrodite, I was given an image similar to the one I was given with her in the way that, like I was speaking about in there, with the wings and the love heart and the Santa, and the way that they expand outwards is, oh, look, it looks like I've got wings coming out of my head. But yes, that the wings coming out are the expressions of who we are. However, of course, with Michael, it was a little bit different in the ways that the wings were expressing and the imagery that was given to me, because at the time when I brought in this energy, I did not know what was happening around me, but it's a very interesting experience. But it was like he literally covered my whole body in his wings. And if you ever watched the TV show Lucifer, it was exactly like, you know, when he was covering the detective in that whole shooting scene of protecting her from the bullets. And I had this going on for like a week. It was like a protective barrier to whatever was going on around me, because we think, oh, okay, we go to Archangel Michael for protection, etc. But what I also channeled from that is the way in which those wings were wrapped around. It was to feel the potency of that pure light, or that love existence, however you want to experience it. And as it sort of penetrates you, it can make you uncomfortable, because you're obviously not holding that energetic feeling. You're not feeling that pure love state all the time. And it's through being contained in that embrace, in that energy, that was bringing up the feelings that oppose that. Because when we have fear or doubts or worries, right, these are our thoughts. And the reason they rise up to the surface, the reason they show their faces, is because the truth of who we are is the opposite of whatever that fear is. So if we fear that we can't do something, it means the truth of who we are is in that thing that we are scared of, is knowing and being and understanding that we can do that thing. And that's the truth of who we are. And the only reason that we fear it is because it is such a deep truth. So in the covering of the wings around me and wrapping myself in that energy, rose fears and worries and thoughts that didn't align with his energy. So when we are faced with these situations, it's, do we allow ourselves to keep holding on to them? Do we want to keep believing in them? Or do we decide, no, I want the opposite of that. If I'm scared of doing a live video, that means I'm really good at doing a live video. If I'm scared of putting this offer out because I don't think anyone's going to buy it, the truth is that I'm really good at it and people want to buy what I want to have to sell. So once you shift that mindset into knowing that your truth is the opposite of whatever that fear is, whatever that worry is, it's going to help you find a way to alleviate that. So sitting in that energy, that pure energy, really highlighted those pieces that wanted to come to the surface and wanted to go, okay, I'm sick of being in agony, let me go. Stop believing this about yourself. Stop holding on to this worry. Stop allowing this fear to control the life around you, because we know that when we're holding on to these things so tightly, and sometimes we don't even know, that these are what are creating the experiences in the environment around us. And I'm not one of those people that really sort of taps into these energies and calls on different ones for different things. But if you are in a place and you do want to create an element of safety or love, it's using these characters like Archangel Michael to give you that strength to protect you from whatever it is you think you need to release. And it's only in the power of the belief that's going to allow you to really make that work for you, to see if it can hold you in that space. But with me experiencing that, because everything I talk about is not me creating an experience or creating this whole situation so I can talk about it. It's things that just come into my existence, into my mind, into my being. So it can't be made up. And for me to experience it means I need to express it, because that means it's going to help someone else. So imagine yourself wrapped in these huge angel wings. I even tried to do a painting after this whole experience because it was so weird, and I just cannot get the essence of what it felt like and what the imagery in my mind was. But it's definitely that soothing, calming, another white light energy of just pureness, from lack of better words, because like with all of this, it's all feeling, it's all energetic resonance. But if you are moving through things that you need to let go, even if you have these fears, these doubts and worries, bring in that light, that archangel essence, and allow it to neutralize, to bring those feelings more to the surface so that you can address them and let them go. And know that your truth is whatever the opposite is of that fear. Because once you do that, once you really make that commitment and really make that choice to decide to sit in that, to become the truth of who you are, you're going to feel so much better, I'm telling you. And if you sit in that, like for me, sitting in it for a week, it was uncomfortable, necessary, but so much more powerful. Like with everything, so much more powerful on the other side of it. So just let those wings envelop you, protect you, pierce you with that pureness, so that you can, I don't even want to say impurities, I don't like using these words like this, but allow the opposite of what your truth is to rise to the surface so you can deal with it once and for all. It doesn't need to be a big deal. You don't need to go down a million modalities and dive into your whole history from your whole existence or whatever you believe. Just decide to let it go and step more into the truth of who you are, which is the opposite of whatever that thing is that is stopping you.